The Adventures of Man Sponge and Boy Patrick in E.V.I.L. versus the I.J.L.S.A. Chapter 3, Second Banana. When SpongeBob and Patrick walked up to the Krusty Krab, there was a long line of customers winding all the way down the block. I wonder what's going on, SpongeBob thought. He rushed inside with Patrick close on his heels. At the front of the line were two very familiar heroes, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. They were staring at the menu board in confusion. Let's see, I wanna... no... I'll have a... no... Mermaid Man mumbled uncertainly. Sir, will you please order already? You're holding up the line, Squidward said annoyed. SpongeBob leaped at the chance to help his favorite heroes. He sidled up to Mermaid Man and whispered, Psst, Mermaid Man, get a Krabby Patty! I've made my decision, Mermaid Man announced. The line of customers cheered. Yay! They'd been waiting forever for him to order. One Krabby Patty for me, and a Pipsqueak Patty for the boy, please, said Mermaid Man triumphantly. Now wait just a darn minute, Barnacle Boy stamped his foot in frustration. I don't want a Pipsqueak Patty. I want an adult-sized Krabby Patty. The Krabby Patty is too big for you, Mermaid Man told him. You'll never finish it all. The boy's eyes are bigger than his stomach, chuckled Mr. Krabs. The crowd of customers laughed, which only made Barnacle Boy angrier. And that's another thing. I'm not a boy. I'm so old, I've got hairs growing out of the wrinkles on my liver spots. Barnacle Boy snapped, but it didn't matter what he said. Squidward ducked into the kitchen and came out holding the world's tiniest patty. One Pipsqueak Patty. And your bib and high chair, he said mockingly. Barnacle Boy shook his fist in anger. I'm 68 years old, and I want a Krabby Patty! Your Pipsqueak is getting cold, Mermaid Man said gently. He picked up the tiny patty and held it out to his friend. Shall I feed you? Feed this, old man! Barnacle Boy shouted. He knocked the Pipsqueak Patty out of Mermaid Man's hand. Ooh, the crowd gasped. I'm tired of playing second banana to you, Barnacle Boy yelled. But the two of you are a team. There's no such thing as second banana, SpongeBob said. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy worked together to rid the world of evil. Remember the time Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble invented the dastardly freeze ray and threatened to put all of Bikini Bottom on ice? Barnacle Boy folded his arms across his chest and sulked. Well, I do, SpongeBob said. I remember it like it was yesterday. And with that, SpongeBob told the crowd all about the amazing duo that once was Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy were in hot pursuit of Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble. Stop! In the name of justice! Mermaid Man called after the villains. Justice? I don't see anyone here by that name, Man Ray snickered. Actually, Justice is my middle name, said Barnacle Boy. Does that mean we have to stop? The Dirty Bubble whispered to Man Ray. Keep moving, Man Ray said. A few more steps and we'll have them within position of our freeze ray. We've got you now, fiends, cried Mermaid Man. Surrender, or we'll... Do you hear that, Barnacle Boy? Hear what? This is no time to hesitate. Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble are about to escape, said Barnacle Boy. Just then an ice cream truck rolled past, playing a catchy little tune. Ice cream? I love ice cream! Mermaid Man exclaimed. He broke off from chasing the villains and ran after the ice cream truck. So, you like ice cream, do you? Man Ray snarled. One blast from our freeze ray, and all of Bikini Bottom will be on ice. The dirty bubble turned to Man Ray and whispered, what are we going to do once the whole town is frozen? Not sure yet, but we're villains. We'll figure it out, Man Ray replied. He switched on the freeze ray and turned it toward Mermaid Man and the ice cream truck. What are you waiting for? Asked the dirty bubble. Fire away! I can't, said Man Ray. It has to heat up. It's a freeze ray, and it has to heat up? Oh, for Neptune's sake! The dirty bubble looked ready to burst. Do you have prune with bread and sprinkles? It's my favorite. Keeps me regular. Mermaid Man told the ice cream truck driver. Put down that cone, Mermaid Man. There's evil at work, Barnacle Boy shouted. E.V.I.L? Mermaid Man bellowed. I hate E.V.I.L! You sure do, said Barnacle Boy. Now why don't you use that utility belt of yours and help us capture these criminals? That's right, Barnacle Boy. Mermaid Man punched a button on his utility belt and blasted Man Ray and the dirty bubble with his small ray. The two villains shrank rapidly until they were no bigger than the tiniest plankton. Barnacle Boy scooped them up in his hand and dropped them into his pocket. The people of Bikini Bottom came out of their houses and cheered. Yay! Hooray for Mermaid Man! Hooray for Barnacle Boy! Hooray! SpongeBob said, getting caught up in his own memory. Back in the present, he turned to Barnacle Boy. You never would have nabbed those villains without each other. You and Mermaid Man are like peanut butter and jellyfish jelly. You go together perfectly, don't you see? What I see is a senile old man who eats prune ice cream and the sap who cleans up after him. Well, I'm done being a sap, Barnacle Boy declared. From now on, I want to be called Barnacle Man, and I'm through with protecting citizens that don't respect me. I respect you, Barnacle Man, SpongeBob piped up. That's Barnacle Boy, man. Oh, forget you people. I say, if you're not going to give me any respect as a hero, then maybe you'll respect me as a villain. A villain who is evil! Barnacle Boy roared. Evil? SpongeBob gasped. Evil? Mr. Krabs and Patrick cried in unison. Evil! Mermaid Man bellowed. That's right. I'm crossing over to the dark side, Barnacle Man announced. He pointed to the opposite side of the room. It was pitch black. What? Why should I waste money lighting the whole store? Mr. Krabs asked sheepishly. Suddenly, a sleek boatmobile cruised out of the darkness. The door slid open to reveal two of Bikini Bottom's most notorious criminals. Stay tuned for Chapter 4, coming up soon.